It was delusional. Like, let's be really clear. Sam is delusional about what happened and his culpability in it.
One question to ask is, a lot of people are waiting to see when Sam Bankman-Fried is going to testify. So connect the dots for us. He donates $1 billion to Democrats, and now he's going to sit there in a room and get questioned under oath by the same people, the Democrats.
That SBF and Caroline could have been pawns.
Welcome back to the channel. This past month has just added another snowstorm in the crypto winter this year. A majority of the top cryptos have witnessed a big dip in their value after the FTX crisis. But could there be something big hiding behind this FTX crisis? In this video, we'll see why Mark Yusko called SBF a pawn and useful idiot in a bigger plot to take down the crypto industry. Are you curious to know the bigger picture? Well, let's get into the details. But before jumping into the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more crypto-related content.
We're in the third phase of what I'll call the 4 phases of digital asset adoption. So it's the famous Gandhi quote, right? First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. And, from 2009 to 15, when digital assets were created and Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin and then other assets followed, they ignore you, right? It was like a bunch of nerds and geeks playing with their magic internet money, whatever. Then they laugh at you. So 2016 to 21, a bunch of nerds and geeks playing with their magic internet money. Oh, look, one of these nerds and geeks actually named the Miami Stadium. Okay, big deal. 2022, we entered the then they fight you phase. And it started in May, right, with the Luna debacle. And literally the morning after the Luna crash, Janet Yellen was on television saying, in prepared remarks, we need regulation of stablecoins. That was prepared, right? So something didn't fit, that she was so prepared in real time to make that statement.
According to Mark Yusko, we're very close to full adoption of the Bitcoin and crypto market. He'd explained all the phases very clearly, and he doubts that in this third phase of fighting, people are actually manipulating the crypto sector to make it impossible for Bitcoin to not reach its highest level possible. He believes cases like Luna and the FTX crisis have a bigger reason behind them. He calls SBF a pawn in a bigger plot to take down the crypto industry. Let's get into the video ahead and see why he believes this.
Regulation has been used against disruptors for centuries, right? It's not, in New York City, where you are today, there was something called the red flag law, right? When the horse and buggy was transitioning to the horseless carriage, the horse and buggy manufacturers bribed the town council to pass a law that said, lobbying is just a fancy word for corruption.
Yeah.
And it sounds nice, but it's the same thing. And they passed a law called the red flag law. So if you had an automobile, you had to hire someone to walk in front with a red flag. That's where the term red flag comes from. You don't see anyone in New York City walking in front of cars with a red flag anymore because it was stupid. And we don't see many horse and buggies except in Central Park. So it didn't work. When the airplane came out, the train companies paid a lot of money in lobbying and passed out pamphlets saying that if you got on a plane, you would die, your body would cave in on itself. When the internet came out, the telephone companies tried to get a law passed through lobbying that would make voice over internet protocol, which you and I are using right now. We're communicating long distance for free over the internet. Phone companies didn't like that. They tried to get a law passed, and I will give Al Gore credit. He did not invent the internet, but he did stop that bill with some help from friends. And so we have an internet that works. And so regulation is a tool used by incumbents. And what does blockchain technology do? It replaces trust with truth. Well, who are the arbiters of trust today? Financial institutions, third-party middle people, $7 trillion industry. Okay, they would like to not be disrupted by DeFi and digital assets. So it's possible that some group of incumbents might have tried to lobby for regulation to delay, obfuscate, change the course of the disruption, perhaps. So that's what it's possible. I'm not saying it's true, but it's possible.
In the world of cryptocurrency and digital assets, there's a battle brewing between those who want to see the space flourish and those who want to stifle innovation. So, you see, there are incumbents like the financial institutions and middlemen who stand to lose the most if decentralized technologies succeed. In recent months, the battle has escalated, and Mark Yusko believes that lobbying governments and regulators to support their respective positions is a possible case. Bitcoin price hovers around the $17,000 mark. Experts have recently suggested that BTC could have fared a lot better than the current range if not for the FTX collapse. The Sam Bankman-Fried crypto empire meltdown meant that the top cryptocurrency fell to a 2022 low of $15,700. Let's see what else Mark Yusko has to say on the matter. But before jumping ahead, don't forget to hit that big thumbs up on the video.
It's probably not a surprise that a kid, and I say a kid because he's younger than my son, a kid who really had no experience in lobbying, no experience in politics, no experience in running an exchange or a trading organization, no real work experience to speak of, a couple of years, suddenly becomes an expert in trust law and exchange operations and arbitrage trading, and becomes the largest donor to Joe Biden's election campaign, second largest donor last year to the Democratic Party. It's not shocking that his mother runs one of the largest PACs, secretive PACs, that the Silicon Valley elite use to kind of get around campaign finance laws. That's not surprising to anybody, perhaps. Is it a surprise that his father went to Yale Law School with a lot of people who are in government, and perhaps is a known expert on trust law? Interesting. Advisor to some of the regulatory agencies. Caroline's father, the head of the economics department at MIT. Her dad was Gary Gensler's boss. All of these things just they paint a really interesting picture.
Mark Yusko highlights all the things SBF has done, and people not finding this weird about Sam Bankman-Fried will be really suppressing. I mean, all the things are right in front of the table. One just needs to open their eyes. Even Elon Musk claimed that SBF donated over $1 billion to the Democrats. Do you believe all this is just a coincidence? Mark believes the digital currency and asset space continues to heat up with more traditional institutions starting to get involved. The banking and financial services industries are now starting to push back against the rise of digital assets. They're worried about themselves. Cases like Luna and FTX are just pawns in a larger game. Do you agree with Mark Yusko? Meanwhile, as 2023 approaches, what could be the possible bottom price range for Bitcoin? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and for more crypto-related videos, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.